Boom! Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, so it must be Wednesday with Wendell Live. So glad you're stopping around. You know, it is still February, so we can still talk about Valentine's Day. So tonight's show is about L.O.V.E. Well, really, it's about songs that have love in the title. So we're going to talk about songs with love in the title. We're going to talk about history of Valentine's Day. Talk a little bit about traditions of Valentine's and how they celebrate Valentine's Day across the country and some other places. So that is today's story, today's plan. And let's see, what else did I want to mention to you? Yeah, we do have a full lineup and got some songs I'll be singing. And we got some karaoke, so that's right, you can sing too. And I'd love to hear your Valentine's Day story. Anybody got a Valentine's Day story, please put it in the chat. Love to hear about it. My Valentine's story is a little short, but I'll tell it to you real quick. So last year, my wife lives in San Diego. It's a long story, but it's a good story. So she's living in San Diego. I'm in Maryland. So I send her flowers. No, wait, I sent her candy and a card last year. I got crickets. So I thought that's what it was supposed to be. So this year, I sent crickets, right? I sent nothing this year. And I get a box of chocolate-covered pretzels. I get a Valentine's Day card. So yes, according to the wives' manual of treating husbands, I'm now officially in the doghouse. So, but that's okay. I'm heading out there this week, so I'm sure I'll buy her a dinner or something. We'll handle that. And Devin and Madeline, my daughter Madeline and her boyfriend, they just arrived. I just got a phone call from them as I was about to go on live, so they're out there. Let's see what we got here real quickly. If there's anything else I wanted to mention. I did want to check the chat. I'm still learning all this. I want to thank you, everybody, for bearing with me as I learn all this stuff. I want to say hi to everybody who's come by. ODN1, glad to see you. We also got Dennis. Dennis, glad you came by. I know Wednesdays is hard for you. Rana B, that's great. Noggy, the New Orleans girl, came by. And let's see if we got anybody else I got to throw out too. Not right now. Okay, perfect. So hey, what I always like to say a little bit about what I've been doing, because I know you guys are all curious of what's going on in my life. But no, I've been involved with this one volunteer organization for a while, and last weekend I was heading up a leadership discussion forum at one of their academies, so I did that. I posted Secret Agent Man, so if you haven't seen Secret Agent Man, I posted that this past week, or I guess last week now. So take a look, see Secret Agent Man. That one came out pretty good. As I mentioned, I'm heading out to California for about 10 days, going to leave on Friday, and going to be working on posting. I got a video coming out on Monday, and working on that one. Because I'm going to be gone for so long, I got some advanced recording I had to do. That's always a lot of fun. And I also spent 4 hours this weekend putting in the Nest doorbell. Now, it was all a user issue. It was not the Nest doorbell. So I had two I installed. I installed one before. It went like 45 minutes. The second one took me 4 hours, but that's a whole nother story. So I don't want to trash Nest doorbells. I love them. They're the greatest thing. So, hey, Susan, glad to see you stopping by. So let's see what else. So I did say, hey, this is the season of love, right? L-O-V-E, love. So it's, songs are just poems put to music, right? They're just poems sent to music. And like most poems, some of them are good poems, some of them aren't very good poems. But songs about love are the most common. And since 1960, there have been, where is that number? 900. Since 1960, there's been 900 songs with the word love in the title. I thought there'd be more, but that's what my reference sources say. But a lot of the songs are about falling in love, being in love, loving everything, love here, love, 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 love. Okay, however, There are other things that are common topics. For example, people, American Pie. That song's about. Anybody know what song that's about? Buddy Holly. That's right, Buddy Holly. The song American Pie is really about Buddy Holly. Also, there are songs about events. Steely Dan had a song called Black Friday. Anybody know what Black Friday was about? It was about the Black Friday, the original Black Friday in 1869, regarding the gold market panic of 1869. So there you go. Also places, got Frank with New York, New York. Sports, center field, John Fogerty. That's on my channel if you want to see that video. I had fun doing that one. Got songs about things like Kodachrome, Paul Simon, Kodachrome. For those of you who don't know what Kodachrome is, it was a film, one of the best films, as a matter of fact, that you could use in a camera. Camera actually at one time had a film that you had to take to the drugstore and have them develop it for you, not just digitized. And then also nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia songs out there. Bryan Adams did a song called Summer of '69. That's about nostalgia. So, what are some of the most popular songs? I bet you guys know this one. The number one most popular song about with love in the title is I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Second is Will You Love Me Tomorrow by the Shirelles. You got Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. And then this song called Let Me Love You by Mario. I had no idea who Mario was. I had to go look him up. But Mario was a newer guy. And then the last one, number 5, is Where Did My Love Go? So with that, enough on facts and stuff. Let's just have a look. Love Me Do. That's a good one, Dennis. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Sorry about the buffering. And I guess I need to ask my neighbors to get off their bandwidth right now. But not much I can do about the buffering, so I apologize for the buffering. And I also apologize if I am sneaking off of the frame a little bit. But that's the way it goes. So what is one of the most memorable songs, I guess you would say, of L.O.V.E.? Well, the original L.O.V.E. by Nat King Cole. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. B is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love, is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Go, man. All right, change the key now. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love, is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was meant for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Yeah. Nat King Cole, L.O.V.E. Yeah, there you go. Hope you like that. That song was released in 1965, number 17 on the contemporary charts. It never won a Grammy, just an upbeat jazz tune. It was recorded in 5 different languages at the time because they felt they needed to have it translated for a bunch of different languages. His daughter, Natalie, also did that song. Again, hope you enjoyed that. Let me just stop over real quick, say hi to the chat again, see if there's anybody else. You like that song, New Orleans Girl? Thank you. And yes, it is water. That's all it is. Thank you, Dennis. It really is just water, as Dean Martin used to say. So what is Valentine's Day? And what is it all about? How did it start? Well, it's also called St. Valentine's Day and also the Feast of St. Valentine. St. Valentine was a priest in Rome, and he was imprisoned at the time for helping the Christians. And he used to perform secret weddings for the Christians, secret Christian weddings for the soldiers, because the emperor at the time did not want the soldiers to be married, because he felt that married soldiers were not as good as bachelor soldiers. So he would go ahead and have these clandestine weddings. And to remind them of their vows, he would cut out little hearts from parchment and give it to them. And so that's how they think the trading of hearts got established, was when St. Valentine was giving these to the newlyweds, in essence. But wait, there's more. He also wore this, I can't say this, so you guys will have to help me, purple amethyst ring. He used to wear this purple amethyst ring at the time because it had an image of Cupid on it, which was one of the symbols of love, which Rome allowed to have that symbol. It was one of the legal symbols you could use at the time. And the Roman soldiers would see the ring, and they would ask him, "Would you marry us?" So that's how they figured it out, or that's how they identified you. And also, if you didn't know, if your birthday's not in February, you probably don't know, but February, what do you think the birthstone is? Amethyst, exactly. So there is some little tidbits to go tell everybody. Not only do you get to hear singing on this, but you get to hear, some trivia. How about that? Excellent. So hopefully everything's. I'm good. Let's see. Oh, they say we're having some buffering issues. So hold on. We're checking. Okay, seems like we're back on. Okay, if you guys would give me a little note in the what's the right word? In the chat. So are we back on? Give me a little note in the chat there. Had to refresh. Okay. Everybody good? We all good? Because, okay, excellent. Dennis says we're back. If we got a problem, just refresh there. Must have had a little issue. Thank you, everybody. Just in time for the next song. So, picked another song with the word love in it. This is by the Eagles, 1974. It was the band's first Billboard Hot 100 #1 song in March 1975. I was just finishing my sophomore year in college. No, just finishing my freshman year in college. That's right. The lyrics of this song, Best of My Love, were written in a restaurant booth at the Troubadour. As a matter of fact, if you go back and look on the liner notes of the original album that this came out on, they actually thanked the maitre d' at the Troubadour for some of the lyrics. And the lyrics were inspired in part by Henley's breakup with his girlfriend at the time. Her name was Suzanne Martin. So another what's the right word? Trivia. But enough of the trivia. Let me get my lights fixed. Enough of the trivia. Let's get back to the music, right? This one's a little slower. Best of My Love, the Eagles. Every night I'm lying in bed, holding you close in my dreams, thinking about all the things that we said. It's coming apart at the seams. We tried to talk it over, but the words coming out too rough. We're trying to give me the best of your love. Beautiful faces, loud empty places. Look at the way that we live, wasting our time on cheap talk and wine. Left us so little to give. That same old crowd was like a cold dark cloud that we could never rise above. But here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. You get the best of my love. You get the best of my love. I'm going back in time and it's a sweet dream. It was a quiet night and I would be alright if I could go on sleeping. But every morning I wake up and worry, what's gonna happen today? You see it your way, I see it mine, but we both see it slipping away. You know we always had each other, baby. I guess that wasn't enough. Oh, but here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, every night and day, you get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, oh, you get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. Oh, You get the best of my love. Yeah, the Eagles, Best of My Love. There we go. Every once in a while, I got a light here that's on a motion detector. I need to fix that. It goes off every once in a while. Oh, so let's take a real quick stop by. See if anybody else is new. Hey, Rodney, glad to have you stop by. Rant Jams, good to see you, man. Glad to have you. Thank you for coming by. Hey, if you haven't liked the video, please do that. It really helps out. And if you got some friends that you want to share it with, please share it. I'm having fun doing this. The live version, the live music is a little not as good as the production quality stuff that I put out on the Mondays, but this is fun. I'm enjoying it. Gives me an opportunity to connect with you guys, and gets me to sing a few songs at the same time. And I also learned something. So the next thing, I always like to talk about one of the videos that I put together. And even though this doesn't say love in the title, this is my Valentine's Day video that I put together last year. This is one of the first videos I put together, and it's just got a little montage of everybody. There's me and the missus, Madeline. She had just broken up with an old boyfriend, and she wanted to go out for ice cream, so we did that. Emma, and there's Emma and Maddie. So it was a fun time to put together this little video using the Dave Clark 5, another British band that came out in the mid-'60s. This song was released in 1964 and was number 3 on the Billboard chart. As a matter of fact, they almost didn't release it, and because in the United Kingdom, it came out on the B side, and when it came out in the United States, they said, hey, let's put this on the A side. They didn't originally want to do this because, excuse me a second, that's my daughter Emma with a deer. She works on a farm. A deer came running up, gave her a kiss. How about that? But the band's label didn't want to put it out on an A side because they felt it was too much of a ballad and not like their other music. But it turned out to be, as they said, it entered the charts at number 60 in August, and in 6 weeks it peaked at number 3. So not a bad song. Here's the little girls when they were younger. They're twin girls, if you didn't know. And Mom mugging for the camera, as usual. And let's see if there was anything else. Because became the band's 5th U.S. single, and it sold more than 1 million copies. So I love this song. And hey, it's got my family in it. Emma rides horses, if you didn't know it, and Maddie, she's a fashion designer. She was modeling some stuff there for a friend of hers. I think we're about done. Hey, Wendell, give me a little kiss here. I think he blows me a kiss at the end. There we go. Perfect. All right. So the history. What's the history of celebrating Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is really a Christian holiday, and it's basically, or more typically, celebrated in the United States, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, France, Australia. Some other countries also, but those are the primary countries. In Great Britain, Valentine's Day became popular in the 17th century. By the middle of the 18th century, it was really common for friends and lovers of all classes to exchange little small tokens of affection and handwritten notes. By the 1900s, printed cards came into effect, and they started having the ready-made cards, which we also know as the Hallmark. Some people call St. Valentine's Day a Hallmark holiday. But it's really funny because one of the reasons these cards took off is because postage was so cheap. Now, it's hard to find a card less than $4 unless you go to a dollar store. But it's something that's the sharing of cards started back in the 1900s. And A lady by the name of Esther Howland started the very first mass production of Valentine's Day cards. She's called the mother of Valentine's Day cards. Amazing. There are 145 million Valentine's Day cards sent each year. It's second only to Christmas. And as you would expect, women are the ones that mostly send Christmas cards. I don't know what that's all about. As I said, last year I didn't get one, but that's good. So let's see. Am I missing anything? Yes, New Orleans girl. Emma has always loved animals. It's just amazing. Any animal, okay? We've had hamsters, we had rabbits, we had fish, we've had everything, okay? She just loves animals. So, and she is most happy when she's with her horses. I tell you, you see her with the horses, and she's just as happy as can be. Let's see. Anybody else? Yeah, sorry for the buffering tonight. Don't forget to, as I said, don't forget to refresh if that happens. And I'll see if I can fix that for the next show. Last show we had, it went pretty good, but this one seems we're having a little trouble with our buffering. So hold on. I'm getting an error on my end. Okay, so hopefully you're getting, there we go. Okay, well, we'll just keep going here, and hopefully you guys are doing okay. I apologize for the buffering. And here, let me see if I can fix a little something here real quick. Go. Let's see if that helps any a little bit. That's red. Now it's red again. And I keep getting back and forth. Oh, okay, Dennis. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm going to slow up here a little bit and see if we can get through this buffer. All good? Okay, so everybody's back. I apologize for the buffering here. It looks like we're still having some issues. But we'll go ahead and now we're getting no data. Hold on. Okay, we're going to just power on, as they say, because the next song that we're doing I keep watching my little red, keep watching my light. Could be the storms that are going too. But okay, let's carry on. And the next part of the song, the next part of the show, is our karaoke segment. This is where you get to join in. You can sing along. Of course, you could have sang along before, but some people say I can't sing because I don't have the words. Well, I got the words for you now. We're going to upbeat it a little bit. A song from the '60s, the late '60s, and it was by The Doors. "Love Me Two Times." Released in 1967 and only charted at number 25. The band was formed in 1965. They were very controversial at the time, and mostly because of some of the lyrics and Jim Morrison's little antics on stage. That didn't help any. But they were the first American band to accumulate 8 consecutive gold LPs. When the song first came out, there were some radio stations that wouldn't play it because they felt it was just too risque. Imagine that, okay? Based on some of the stuff they sing today. So, but the band says, hey, this was about a man heading off to war, and being with his girlfriend for the last time before he went off to war. As you know, in the late 60s, it was the big Vietnam War thing. So this was a song about that. So with that said, let's have a little sing-along. I know you're at home thinking, hey, I remember this song. The Doors, Love Me Two Times. Love me two times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me two times, girl. I'm going away. Love me two times, girl. Once for tomorrow, once just for today. Love me two times, I'm going away. Love me one time, could not speak. Love me one time, baby. Oh, my knees got weak. Love me two times, girl. Last me all through the week. Love me two times, I'm going away. Love me two times, I'm going away. Oh yeah! Love me one time, could not speak. Love me one time, baby. Yeah, my knees got weak. Love me two times, girl. Last me all through the week. Love me two times, I'm gone away. Love me two times, babe. Love me twice today. Love me two times, girl. I'm gone away. Love me two times, girl. Once for tomorrow, once just for today. Love me two times, I'm gone away. Love me two times, I'm gone away. Love me two times, I'm gone away. Yeah. The Doors. Love me two times. Oh, wow. Yeah. I love that song. Woo. All right. Let me slow down here and check up with the chat. Hey, Art Morbid, glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I just met Art a couple nights ago. And Drone Bumps here, glad to see you. Phil, glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by, Phil. We're just talking about Baldwin Wallace. Yes. And if there's anybody I've missed, I'm sorry. Just reach out and let me know. Again, hope you're enjoying your night. Hey, we're coming into the ending of the show here. Got one more segment to do. Let me find my little fourth segment. So Valentine's Day around the world. So I told you it's mostly a Christian holiday, but there's some Christians in South Korea. In South Korea, most of the men give the gifts on Valentine's Day. Oh, excuse me, in the United States, men give most of the gifts for Valentine's Day, but in South Korea, it's mostly the women that give the gifts. They give chocolate to the men in their lives. In Japan, they also give chocolate. However, in Japan, It's expected that you give chocolate to your people you work with and your friends, and they call that obligation chocolate, which is supposedly not really the best chocolate, but it's okay. But to the ones that to the one that you're really in love with, you give the true feeling chocolate, which is supposedly the best chocolate. So Japan, the women give chocolate to their friends. In Denmark, instead of roses, they give the flower sundrop. So that's the flower in Denmark that they use. In Mexico, February 14th, this is just for couples. It's known as Day of Love and Friendship. And they give balloons, flowers, stuffed animals, cards to show appreciation for the romantic connections and also friends alike. And then in Finland, where they just love everybody, they don't call it Valentine's Day, they call it Friends Day. And so it's just a time to celebrate your friends. So that's the history and some practices of Valentine's Day. Hey, so some of you who've come around may have been around for the first time. I do a live show every other Wednesday, but on every other Monday, which is Monday, on the off Mondays, I have my show, and on the off Wednesdays, I post my video on the Monday. I have a video every other Monday. Got a video coming up this Monday, which is going to be a new Rolling Stones tune. As you know, Rolling Stones been around for a long time. Well, they put out a song in the mid-'90s, and I'm going to cover that song. The video turned out pretty cool. Hopefully, you'll like that one. So, in addition to live stream, I've got the production videos that I put together. For some reason, it just seems that I got all of my songs from the Beatles. Excuse me, not the Beatles, but the 60s. And this last song we're going to do is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. And it was released in 1964. It did become number one. And I apologize, I see I'm still red. My buffering is still bad. So hopefully next week we'll do better. But as I said, power on. And this song was written while they were in Paris. They had a piano brought into the room so they could work on this song. And the song Can't Buy Me Love reached number one in April of 1964. At that time, the Beatles had the top 5 songs on the Hot 100. Amazing. During its second week at number one, the Beatles had 14 songs in the Hot 100. So it's just amazing. They were just cranking out hits. Of course, everyone knows their story, but it's just amazing the songs that they could put out. So let me see if we can find it here. I think in the beginning, good old.
Join in, do what you feel like. The numbers go. Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't buy me love, love, can't buy me love. Buy you diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I give you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money, money can't buy me love. I give you all I got to give if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money, money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can't buy me love. No, 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 say you don't need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want those kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money, money can't buy me love. Go man! can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say don't need no diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want those kind of things the money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Love can't buy me love. Woo! The Beatles, can't buy me love. A little cracking at the end, but that's all right. We're having fun. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming by. I'm going to take one more look here in the chat, see how we're doing. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me during the, what's the right word, the buffergeddon. Yeah, the buffergeddon. So, we'll work on some of these technical things for the next show. So, speaking of the next show, before I get there, I just want to remind everybody, I'd love to get your feedback. We're still working on the show. This is my fourth live stream show, so I'm still learning things, still working things out, still trying to figure out what's right and what's not right. Let me know if you like the format that we're doing. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is come up with 4 songs and pick a theme, and then have some little discussion topics in between the songs so that you guys can learn something as opposed to just hearing me sing all the time. Let me know if I got the right balance of information in the songs. Hey, I'm on Twitter at Wendell Live 1. So if you're on Twitter, please follow me out there because I post my my live stream notices out there. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're going to wait here till we get back before I tell you the last show. So, again, thanks for coming. Tune in on the next Wednesdays with Wendell. It's going to be March 4th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You guys have been great. Thank you for putting up with my buffering issues tonight. But as Dennis said, it may have been something with YouTube. They've been having trouble with it all day. But the next show, March 4th, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this show. Helps me out. And again, love to hear your feedback. Thanks, everybody.